Hey y'all, welcome back to The One by me and God. This is a channel where we're leaning all into diving deeper into God and away from striving for His love. I just wanted to come up here really quickly. I usually don't do this. I'm not quite prepared. Well, I am, but this isn't scripted. It usually never is. I usually prep, but I feel like God has a specific woman in mind that he wants to speak to, woman or man, that he wants to speak to. And this video is for the one who is feeling hopeless about being in a community and having friends. I want you to know that God has not forgotten about you at all. In fact, He loves you deeply, so, so deeply. This is probably a year where you felt so isolated, so alone, so just separated and broken down by God and wondering, what did I do wrong? How did I get here? I just wanted to be loved. And you probably pour out so much love onto other people in hopes that they will just love you back. But God cares, He loves you so much that He would say, let me take my child back to myself and help them realize that they are already deeply loved. Let me separate them from the community that they are forcing themselves in and help them to see and understand and believe that who they are as they are is more than enough with just me. And so then, as you are being nurtured and cared for by God, He is going to equip you and fill you with all of the knowledge and affirmation and love that you're so desperately seeking. And then that's when He can send you back out into community. You didn't do anything wrong. You just need to know Him better. And He's going to take that one for you and He's going to help you with that. And that's the journey. That's a journey. I don't know if that's the only journey, but I know there's a specific person who may be going through that. I went through that this year. I was isolated in so many ways. And I was like, God, how did we get here? How did we get here? But it was really just His sovereignty and His love. I had to be separated from my mentors, people that I placed on pedestals so that He would help me to see that the way that you love them is not quite healthy. Like, you are worthy of the same love that you pour out. The way that you see them as amazing people, I want you to see yourself as that too. So God had to strip me, or really like isolate me in a very consecrated way. I think there's a difference in being isolated where you're just shutting down, or where God is separating and consecrating you. Those are two different things. One is literally you running from Him, and the other one is Him pulling you to Him. And that can be painful because you're being stripped and pruned of all the things that you attach and associate to yourself. We're going to go to Matthew, Mark, Luke, John 15 really quickly. John 15. I am the true grapevine, and my Father is the gardener. He cuts off every branch of mine that doesn't produce fruit, and He prunes the branches that do bear fruit, so they will produce even more. So, God literally prunes what is already producing fruit so that it will produce more. And He cuts off what's not bearing fruit. It's a painful thing, but that is a sign that He is making you more like Him, and He's not an insecure God. He loves you so much that He wants you to know Him as a very, very good father, as a loving dad, as a king who protects and guards you and cherishes you and has fearfully and wonderfully made you in His image. He just wants you to enjoy living with Him. And I realized that if you're idolizing a gift from the giver, if you're idolizing a relationship, the thing that was supposed to be a gift is going to bring too much sorrow to you that He didn't intend. So the relationships that I know are gifts from God, me putting them on pedestals, which is hurting me. So He said, let me get my daughter back to me. Let me know her. Let me help her know me. And then she'll be able to know herself and just be at peace. So this was just a quick word for the one who needed to hear it. God had you on my heart. He had you on His heart. And He wants you to know that you're not alone. He's called you to Him, and that means He's deconstructed whatever you have built yourself up in and is reconstructing you in His image, the way that you were meant to live and be and just exist. So just be, my loves, to know that you are literally the one that God chose and called and loved and loves. I pray this word reaches you with grace and that you know that you are blessed and favored. I love you so much. Have a beautiful night or morning or life. All the above. Love you. Bye.